There are varying degrees that it has over different people. All I can speak for is for me. It has a powerful grip in this body. And I have denied that, and then I pay the consequences. Because all the days before day one, coming in 13 plus years ago, on willpower, I tried. My own willpower could not. I wanted to. I tried. Oh, I could stop. It's staying stopped.
Welcome to Aloha Speaks, home of Malama Aloha Pono with Alexander Noman.
Aloha, Alex here. And this topic of my willpower has parentheses, of course. And I wrote it, the notes, before I went to the AA meeting I attended this morning. There's anywhere from 85 to 110 people go to this meeting. And it's considered a newcomers meeting. But at the beginning of the month, which is right now, they announce the birthdays that are happening this month. Not announce, the people themselves announce their birthdays and how much time they have. 47 years. 2 of them 33 years each. 1 30 years. A couple 2 with 3 years each. I mean, these ones, old timers, they're called. I mean, it's amazing. The person who spoke at the meeting had 44 years. It was not a birthday. But he had been around the program for 61 years. He was in and out for 16. Anyway. The story I make up, because I make stories up, of course, it's mine, is that these old timers come to this newcomers meeting to give back, to offer their wisdom. And they have wisdom, no question. I'm in my 14th year here, halfway through my 14th year, coming up on that, and it's like, do I have wisdom? It's like, yeah, okay, there's some. The point is, it's like, am I a newcomer? Well, I'm not supposed to be a new, and yet, that's why I attend this meeting, is because from that perspective, I'm the newcomer. I don't say that. It's none of anybody's business. I need the juice. This thing about my willpower and where it comes from. So the reason I had written it before this meeting, but this meeting is really generating some juice here, is because it doesn't matter. I have 14 years that I'm sitting here going, oh, I have something to offer. No. I don't care if I have 30 years. I don't. The grip, talk about power, my willpower, the power that there are varying degrees, from what I can tell, this is the story I make up, that it has over different people. It's different for different people. All I can speak for is for me, that it has a powerful grip in this body. And it's like, I have denied that, and then I pay the consequences. Other people do too. But I hear people say, I am an alcoholic. I introduce myself, my name, and then I am an alcoholic. And way back in the beginning, I asked my sponsor, why introduce I am an alcoholic? Because I am also, I'm a human being. Why don't I say I'm a human being? And he said so kindly, look, what we're doing when we're having these meetings is establishing a container. And I knew about containers from other formats. So listen to what's happening is there's a unity. It's just like Aloha. It's a oneness, coming together and identifying with each other. And once he clarified that for me, it's like he said, listen to when someone says it otherwise, that there's a break in the energy. And I hear these people say, their name, I am not going to drink today, instead of saying I am an alcoholic. And I hear that break of an energy. But I also hear, wait a second. So here's the willpower. No way can I mean, I just couldn't say those words because the meetings, I go to morning meetings. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to drink today. Really? There's somebody saying that. It's none of my business that they're saying that. All I know is, how can I say that? I am not going to drink today. I can definitely say I am. And it's not even I am an alcoholic. It's I am an alcoholic. And my sponsor taught me to say that because I had so much resistance. Not I am an alcoholic. I am an alcoholic because we have this chapter that says a real alcoholic, and I am a real alcoholic. It says it like 3 or 4 or 5 times in chapter 3. More about alcoholism in that book, Alcoholics Anonymous. I am. So this parentheses says all of these words, my willpower, all 3 words are dangerous. But it's not the words / concepts. The concepts of every single word on their own are all dangerous, and I'm only speaking for myself. I can't speak for anybody else, but I know for sure they are an issue because of the mind. I'll say my mind, right? This mind. Because it constantly goes there with all 3 words. It loves them. It's I don't know about loves. I don't even think it can. It has an attachment to all 3. Starts right off the bat with this crystal clarity from day 1, because all the days before day 1 coming in 13 plus years ago, I tried. On willpower, my own willpower, could not. I wanted to. I tried. Oh, I could stop. It's staying stopped. No, that was not happening. Even if I stopped for a few days, eventually, nope, I was going back. For sure, I was picking up that drink. Willpower. No, that was not going to do the trick. And I have number 1 crystal clarity regarding willpower and then I have in red, huge red single quotes, drinking. Because like I've said before, the drinking can have to do with any addiction, all of the addictions that I have. I mean, I have been driving down the street to stalk my ex-girlfriend, this is years ago, but still, it has happened. I can't stop. Can't stop. Willpower? None. Completely controlled by, I'm going to stalk her. Or whatever, cigarettes. Oh, that's it. I'm done. No, I can't. I can't. Other things. Whatever the drinking is. Willpower? But willpower goes together. But this will, on its own, there's this controversy. Controversy, I guess is the right word. It's like, for someone who's a newcomer, right? It's me. I'm the newcomer. I come in and it gets to this, okay, so step one, admitting the powerless and the unmanageability. That's a whole thing. I could go off on a whole thing there, and I'm not gonna. And then it's like, it's step two. Okay, power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Okay. That's rather benign. It's not that difficult. But this step three, turn my will and my life over to the care of God as we understood. And it even says him. I mean, as soon as it says, okay, it's whatever you understand, but it's a him, it's like there's no gender. And yet they're shoving the him in, and it's like, come on, get real. What is this turning over? And it's this huge, what am I doing at step three? What am I doing at step three? What am I doing at step three? Like it's a real quandary. And this, I was so fortunate that right from the beginning at step one, they were reading this book in the meeting I was in. It was called A New Pair of Glasses by Chuck C. I couldn't believe, I was just like absorbing it like a dry sponge. Amazing book. It was him speaking over a weekend, unedited. Amazing guy. And I was just blown away by it, and I kept rereading it, and it all, not all, led up to page 111, and page 111 is in the middle of it. But all the stuff before it was leading up to this, in this page 111, for me, where it had this one line that said, I am either going to run my life and take the consequences thereof, or I'm not going to run it and take the consequences thereof. And it's like, at that point it was like, whoa. There's no religious overtones. There's no like, what is this issue with God and turning my will over? It was just so simple that I'm either going to run it or not. And it's about consequences. It's all about consequences. So simple. And the issue was choice. So, I'm wrapping up here right now because it's the reality. The three words, my. Nothing in reality, nothing is mine. Nothing. I can think it is. I can believe something is mine. Even this is not mine. I was even going to say my mind. My mind isn't even mine. Nothing's mine. Nothing. So the word my, for my willpower, because I think, oh, my willpower I can do, it's already negated with the word my, because there's nothing is mine. I'm only speaking for myself. Will, the word will. So there's all this like, oh, will, the will, God's will, my will. What about doing thy will be done? This thing about will. The whole thing that came clear for me on this page 111 was no. Wait. There is a difference between will. No need to get caught up in will when there's a difference between will and choice, because it's about consequences. So I get to choose. I either run it or I don't. Whoa. Power. Comes down to power. So to me, that's a reality about the will. It's different than choice. Reality on power. This thing it gets going about power. No, there's a reality about power. Everything, that's could be a hyperbolic thing to say, but this is a reality. Everything, because it begins with this life. Because I am alive, that's a reality. Everything is a gift. Which includes this sobriety. For an alcoholic, a real alcoholic, to not drink, gift. The foundation being the life, beginning with life, gift. That's the reality about power. To me. I can't say. The gratitude is, at that point, undeniable. Aloha.